Welcome to the WAG Sports Podcast. This is take two. Go Browns, go Mariners. We are welcoming back Emmett. We got a great episode for you guys. We're talking hockey first. We're going backwards. So Emmett, why don't you kick that off for us? We're about halfway through the season. Just break it down for us.
So halfway through the season, a lot of stuff's going off. On biggest news today, Will O'Ree had his number retired by the Boston Bruins. He's the first African-American player to get his number retired by any NHL team. That's big. The NHL is having to update their COVID protocol because there's been a lot of game cancellations, game rescheduling recently coming out of the holiday break. So hopefully we get to see those games, but it's not looking good right now. Timo Meier last night set the Sharks franchise record, scoring 5 goals in 2 periods, which that was pretty impressive. And yeah, I'm just going to run through the standings real quick. So in the Western Conference, the Central Division leaders, Colorado Avalanche in first place, St. Louis Blues in second place, and the Nashville Predators in third place. In Pacific Division, Vegas Golden Knights in first place, LA Kings in second place, and Anaheim Ducks in third place. And the wild card spots for the Western Conference are being taken up by the Minnesota Wild and the San Jose Sharks. So now over in the Eastern Conference, in the Atlantic Division, in first place, the Florida Panthers. They've had dominating presence over the league so far with plus 47 goal differential, which is pretty crazy. But anyway, in second place, reigning champions, Tampa Bay Lightning. Third place, the Toronto Maple Leafs, looking to finally get that Stanley Cup. In the Metropolitan, in first place, you have the New York Rangers. Second place, the Carolina Hurricanes. And third place, the Pittsburgh Penguins. And in the wild card in the Eastern Conference, Washington Capitals and the Boston Bruins got that. So yeah,
Let's give a shout out to the Kraken real quick. A rare win last night. A rare win.
Yeah. Able to stop Patty Kane in the shootout. Pretty impressive. One of the best shootout people of all time. So that was a good win for us to get.
We haven't had you on the show in a while. So Tanev obviously going down with an ACL tear. How important is that to the Seattle Kraken, losing him?
Yeah, that's definitely a downer. He's probably one of our better players. You know, it's just we weren't doing too hot before that, and it's just another thing that's going to cause the Kraken to definitely keep kind of going downhill. But hey, it's their first season. Vegas set a way too high standard for expansion teams, going to the playoffs. So, they're in 29th place, which is not great,
It's not 31st.
Yeah, we're not in last. So, we're just hopefully next year we can get better. This year's first year. So, that's what you just expect from a new team.
Yeah. Who's your favorite in the Western and Eastern Conference right now?
So, well, in the Western, I mean, there's a lot of good teams, but I think Minnesota Wild have wild cards. They're only in the wild card spot, but they've missed they've only played 35 games. Most other teams have played 39, 40. So, they're really only down because of games played. So I got them in the Western Conference. Over in the Eastern Conference, there's some powerhouse
Flyers
teams.
going all the way.
Okay. But you have Carolina, who's 25-8-2. So they've only lost 10 games in total. And so they're going pretty good. And then the Florida Panthers they're outscoring their opponents by a lot. And they're just unstoppable really right now. So either one of those teams are the favorites right now.
Not the Seattle Kraken, sadly.
Yeah, Seattle Kraken, second to last.
Is
in the
Ovi
Western.
winning MVP? Because I heard a couple weeks ago it sounded like he was gonna win it. Is Ovi
Well,
still
right now he's tied with Leon Draisaitl for points and goals, 26 goals and 54 points. So I don't know. Him and Leon they're neck and neck right now. Leon, I think could pull ahead later in the season just because he gets so many assists. But Ovi's he's got the goals going. Him and Austin Matthews, who missed the majority of the first start of the season, is third with goals with 25. So, Austin Matthews starting to creep up those goals.
Yeah, go Leafs. Wait, or does he play for the Lightning? He plays
for the Leafs.
Okay, good. Okay, I got it right originally.
Yeah. So that's what's kind of going on in the NHL. All-Star game is coming up.
Any Kraken players playing it?
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I believe Jordan Eberle is playing.
Nice. He's not starting though, is he?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, but we're looking forward to the All-Star game. Probably going to be a fun one after not having one last year. So,
hey, let's go.
Watching that.
Thank you, Emmett. Thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. We appreciate your hockey knowledge where we don't have any. And go Kraken. We're gonna make a run for one.
Yeah, next season. We got it.
Yeah, next season. Moving on. I guess we can either just do this straight backwards or we can go. We're gonna just go high school baseball. Ballard Beavers. Obviously, if you want to buy my baseball tickets, are like 5 listeners are on my baseball team. But if you want to buy Mariners tickets from me as a fundraiser, go ahead and do it because you should. I'm talking to Finn too, so he should also do it. But yeah, go Beavers. Season's coming up, tryouts are coming up. And shout out to Isaac. Isaac, one of our only listeners.
Oh, stop shouting him out. He's going to bully me in class for this. God.
Speaking of high school sports, this Friday, Ingram versus Ballard swim meet.
Oh, no.
Are we going to pull up? Nah, bro. Ballard swimming got this.
I can pull up. Where is it? Friday night high school sports.
Bro, yeah.
It's at Ballard.
Ballard swimming, it will literally wipe the floor with Ingram, bro.
I'll pull up. Are you competing in it, Emmett?
Yes, sir.
I might pull up. If I have the car, I'll pull up.
We pulling up? Are they even allowing us in?
I don't know.
Okay. Hey, just let me know. And I've been to a couple swim meets and they're really boring, but you know what? I'll pull
Bro.
I mean, that is kind of true.
Unless Emmett's swimming, and then obviously one of our boys in the pool, he's gonna be swimming real fast. Future Olympian. More gold than Michael Phelps. But yeah. High school sports, they're going crazy. Ballard sucks at basketball, I think. That's what I can understand.
Hey, stop slandering basketball.
How's your hockey team doing, Emmett?
We're in third place right now. We're hanging in the playoffs.
How's Kenzie doing?
He's got 5 assists. Well,
Let's go.
5
Assist
points
machine.
on the season.
Assist machine. My goat.
Yeah. Big play, Kenzie. How many save? What's your save percentage right now, Emmett?
I kind of lost track. I don't know what it is right at this moment.
But obviously pretty good.
Yeah.
Right?
We've only lost 3 games now.
Yeah, it's probably because your team didn't score enough. It's not your fault. Kenzie wasn't scoring 5 goals a game. So just can't believe it.
All right.
But yeah, you gotta support your high school sports. If you want to go to the swim meet, go to the swim meet. But if not, you don't have to. I would understand. Let's move on to MLB, I guess. Lockout updates.
MLB.
We're gonna miss
coming
games.
out of the lockout next week. Reports are saying early as next week, the MLB will be out of lockdown and free agency will start.
That's not going to happen.
That's what the reports are saying.
The players aren't going to do another thingy thing. They're not going to do another. They're not going to do their counter offer till Thursday. The owners are going to be like, what's that? What's that? And then they're going to be like, nah. We got something for you. Just wait till next week. And then it's going to go back and forth like this until spring training's delayed. We're going to have to cancel games. Probably no games in April. So I'm a little bit upset about that, you know. If I'm being completely honest, I'm a little bit upset about that. So it's just baseball makes me so upset sometimes. Just like reach a deal, guys. Come on, we want baseball. And shout out to Cameron Maybin. I can pull up. Let's pull up his stats. He retired recently. He retired around the same time as Kyle Seager, and we just kind of missed it. But just pull up his baseball reference page. Career 13 and a half WAR, 254 batting average, almost got 1,000 hits, 72 career home runs. He played with the Tigers, the Marlins, the Padres, Atlanta, the Angels, the Astros, Miami, Seattle, the Yankees, Detroit, the Cubs, and the Mets. He was a journeyman, almost the opposite of Kyle Seager. Kyle Seager, obviously the Mariners lifer, legend in my eyes, should be a Hall of Famer, but he's not going to be. Yeah, shout out to Cameron Maybin. And do you have anything to say about Cameron Maybin or the lockout? Any sources telling you?
Hey, the sources are saying they're meeting next week and a deal's going to get done.
Next week, so not this week. Next week.
Next week.
Next week.
Next week, apparently deals are supposed to get done and they're supposed to go into positive, and then after a few days, they're supposed to agree.
No, if that's happening, let's just run through some of the big names of free agency and let's be like, where are these guys going? Chris Bryant, where is he going?
Mariners or back to the Giants.
Oh, okay. I'd love to see him in some Mariners.
Staying on the West Coast.
True to the blue. You know it, KB. Nick Castellanos.
I don't know, man. He's a tough one.
I think he might sign with the Mets. I'm going to be completely honest.
He could go there, you know. New York likes their power hitters.
He's a good guy. He's a good player. When he flexed on the guy last season, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, he is a good player.
I mean, I'm an Ohio guy. I mean, look at my hat.
Yeah, Ohio. Home of the trash teams except one good team every 25 years.
But yeah, Carlos Correa, he's obviously not going to go.
He's not going to the Tigers anymore.
No, they got their
Not
guy.
going to the Mariners.
No.
Not going to the Astros.
I don't know about that.
He already rejected the Astros deal. He ain't going back there.
They can give him another one. If they shot, he's going to get a massive deal though.
Yeah, they won't have enough. Here's the thing. He ain't getting signed by the Astros. I think he goes to the NL.
Oh,
I think
that universal DH was agreed upon.
Yeah.
Unless they use it as a bargaining chip. It sounds like that is one thing in the CBA that sounds like. Same with the 14-team playoff. Sounds like that's going to happen as well. So, should be interesting. I wouldn't mind a 14-team playoff. It means the Mariners won't go 20 years without making the playoffs too many times.
But then
So,
they get the cheap playoffs. You get if you barely get in. If there's a 14-team playoff.
We're talking about baseball.
And the Mariners don't get in.
We're talking baseball.
At the last spot of the playoffs.
Let me get my
that would be a cheap playoff making, you know?
I mean, playoffs is playoffs, Finn.
Playoffs is playoffs.
I won't like a 14-team playoff.
I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying.
Because then like a Nationals Dodgers situation happens. And then
Who knows?
too many upsets. Some people are saying the best team won't win the World Series.
True. How's your thumb feeling? Off the IR yet?
Nah, not quite.
Oh no.
Hey, rest
Might be
easy, rest easy. I can
Yeah.
always come in if you need me to, off the bench. Just kidding.
Nope. Get out of here. We'd rather taking a hobbled true than a regular you.
Okay, so we're just gonna get the minor league teams out of the way. Even though we did have lockup and according to Finn, apparently it's coming soon. So we're gonna give a shout out to the Salt Lake Bees.
Solid bees.
Salt Lake Bees. They are a AAA affiliate of the Angels have the best minor league team names. They have the Rocket City Trash Pandas and the Salt Lake Bees. I mean, the Rocket City Trash Pandas, obviously their logo is so much better. But still. And we're gonna give a shout out to the another Mariners minor league affiliate, the Arkansas Travelers. It's our AA affiliate. It's in North Little Rock, Arkansas, kind of in the middle of nowhere. But we love our Travelers.
Yeah,
Our two other teams are really
was
close to us. We don't care much about the Travelers, but they're the Travelers.
We don't care much about Arkansas either.
Yeah, not a big Arkansas fan.
Mid-state, bottom tier state.
We've never been there, but you know.
I mean, they have to be a top 50 state just because, you know, if there was more than 50 states, they're last place. Let's be real here. Nothing goes good in Arkansas.
Not really. So
Below average teams.
And then let's see. Because True's here, let's move on to college basketball. Let's try and get to the NFL as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
The big news is Illinois, number 17, Illinois. Yeah.
Yeah, they lost. Woo!
Falls to number 4, Purdue. They look darn good. I mean, they almost lost to Illinois, but they looked pretty good. So, you know, it is what it is. You gotta lose sometimes. I think they actually boosted their ranking, taking them.
You can't boost your ranking by losing, bud. That's not how the ranking system works.
Illinois would have been in the top 10 if they would have beat Purdue, and you know it.
No, they would not have. They would have never. Maybe top 15.
Okay, so there's a bit of a shakeup. By saying a bit, I mean a lot. There's a large shakeup in the top 4 that we just need to cover in men's basketball. Gonzaga's back at number 1. Go Zags. Just kidding. I don't really like Gonzaga, but
Go Zags.
Gonzaga is at number 1. Auburn looks darn good. Same with Arizona at 3, Purdue at 4, Baylor at 5, Duke at 6, Kansas at 7, Wisconsin at 8, UCLA at 9, and Houston at 10, rounding out the top 10. I mean, there's some teams in there like Auburn, man. They look scary. I was watching them the other day. This kid dunked on like a guy, and I was like, don't want Illinois playing that team. Is Duke bad, Finn? I haven't watched
Duke's winning against Florida State right now, 14-10. Florida State.
I mean, Florida State stinks. They had like a dude like almost die on their court last year. So
that's Florida, you idiot.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Baylor won today.
Yeah, shout out Bears. Go Bears.
Go Bears.
77-68. Solid, respectable.
Woo!
But
Houston is smacking South Florida by like 23 points.
Yeah, as they should.
Yes.
South Florida. Rise Bulls.
Ohio State beat IUPUI 80
As they should.
37.
Did they beat him? Oh, they only scored the other team. Okay, good.
Go Buckeyes.
Go Bucks. Wisconsin.
We got
Wisconsin
him to say it. We got him to say it. Fake Illinois fan.
Wisconsin's losing 11-15.
Who?
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Wisconsin's
Auburn
ranked,
plays
idiot.
Georgia tomorrow.
In football, that would like
No dog.
basketball.
No, in basketball too.
They're good in Georgia's good in basketball.
Not really.
Yeah.
They're not ranked.
Auburn's gonna beat them by like 20, but
Probably, yeah.
but yeah, there's not much. The big shakeup. I mean, it's not March yet. It's far from March, but like obviously we're gonna start.
March is gonna be fun.
March is gonna be fun. All I care is the Illinois is in it, and they beat Penn State before they get in there. So, because apparently you're not allowed to gamble on school grounds, which is stupid.
Yeah. They should just let us gamble.
And moving on, keep talking about betting. Talk about teams slipping and falling. Obviously, Eli was on here a couple weeks ago saying DeRozan's going MVP. Not looking like that.
Hey, let me run down the standings for you, bud.
Oh, in the NBA, let's do it, Finn.
Okay.
Take it away.
I'll run down the Eastern and Western. My
Okay.
special treat for you, bud.
No, I
Okay,
got
go.
Western. You get
Who's got Western? Okay.
The Bulls are in first. 4-game losing streak, though. Heat are in second. Nets are in third. Cavaliers are in fourth, surprisingly. Bucks
Cavs are
in
good,
fifth.
man. Evan Mobley.
Sixers in sixth. Hornets in seventh. Wizards in eighth. Raptors in ninth. And Celtics getting the last spot in the play-in right now.
over in the Western Conference. We got the Suns edging out the Warriors currently with a 4-game winning streak, 34-9. Warriors in second. And we got the Grizzlies, Jazz. My team, the Mavericks, Luka Doncic, getting them 3 wins in a row. Nuggets in 6th. Lakers 7th. Clippers 8. Timberwolves 9. Trailblazers, sadly, down at the 10 spot with a losing record. But, things can turn around.
They got their guy back. Who's their 2 guy?
They did. Obviously Warriors got Klay Thompson back. He dropped 14 threes the other week in one game. He had like 20 points in his game opener. They're looking dangerous.
I don't want to talk about the Warriors right now. They're so bad. They're looking so bad, man. The Bulls, the Warriors, and the Lakers are all falling. Which one of them the fall is?
No, the Lakers have 2 hands over the edge of the cliff. They'll be fine.
Are they?
Bulls, however,
the Bulls are 1 in their conference. They're still first in the Eastern Conference.
4-game losing streak. Got blown out by the Nets. Got blown out by the Warriors.
The Lakers are 7th in the Western Conference.
Still in the playoffs.
It's one LeBron or AD injury, and their season's over.
But I don't want to hear it. You guys just lost to the Celtics.
Yeah, and Io was going crazy. Shout out to
Yeah, but
Io.
you got your backs blown out by the Warriors and the Nets.
Yeah, the Warriors beat you guys by over 40 points.
They're the Warriors, so I think the Lakers have to sweat a little bit. I'm a little bit worried about the Bulls. I'll admit it. I'm
Bulls
also
have to
a little
sweat
bit worried
too.
about the Warriors. I'm worried because the freaking Memphis Grizzlies, the Utah Jazz, and the Dallas Mavericks
You guys are going to lose to the Cavaliers and the Bucks.
You know what? The Bucks, I think, might still be my finals pick. I had him for a little bit. I really like Giannis. I didn't like him before, but ever since he started talking about Oreos, man, I love the guy. But yeah, the Grizzlies though. The Grizzlies and the Mavs, man, those 2 teams are scary. They don't have a stacked roster, but I mean, Ja Morant's doing crazy stuff right now.
Ja Morant's going crazy. Yeah,
Is he the best PG in the NBA right now?
I would say he's the best true PG. There's some arguable.
I mean, obviously Steph.
PGs. Like Steph isn't really a point guard if you want to get.
Same with Luka.
Same with Luka Doncic, yeah. My favorite player, if I haven't mentioned that before.
I mean, Luka. I just don't know. That's scary, man. I mean, what's his name? Brunson. Jalen Brunson. He's really good. He's having a year. Porzingis, I don't think is having an awesome year.
No, Porzingis is. I mean, he's doing all right.
But I mean, the Memphis Grizzlies, they lost recently, but they had an 11-game winning streak. I mean,
yeah.
It's like we'll see what happens with that because that 11-game win streak could get them into the playoffs alone with the shortened NBA season, but they could just fall off a cliff.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But they have the Warriors number, and that scares me a lot.
They will always be Steph's dad.
They will. You're
They own
correct.
John
Steph
Morant
Curry.
is Steph's dad. Steph and Clay's dad, matter of fact. He has the keys to Golden State, he has the keys to San Francisco, and Oakland.
But
But-
I mean, I'm just worried for the Lakers right now, man, because I'm telling you, it's one LeBron or AD injury and it's over. Like they have to.
Lakers won yesterday.
What are they, 500 with LeBron, AD, and
Yeah, they're
Russ?
500.
Yeah, but they can actually beat good teams like the Jazz.
Mickey, nah.
And
Timberwolves are. It's close against. Oh, the Knicks just scored a bunch, but 82-91 Knicks right now. And then
Knicks are a
Pistons
joke.
play the Warriors
Big
later. That's
joke.
going to be a joke of a game.
They got lucky.
At least they
once.
can beat the Jazz.
They got lucky
the
last
Celtics.
year.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's move on to college football. This is gonna be very brief. It's just basically Georgia beat Alabama in the national championship.
Yep. A little bit unexpected.
No, they were favorites. I think Georgia was favorites.
They were?
Yeah.
I thought Alabama was the favorite to win.
No,
Georgia hasn't won in so long.
Georgia was like a 2.5 or a 3.5 point favorite.
Oh, okay. They
So it
obviously
wasn't
had
like by
a
a lot.
huge fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, 33-18, but that was close up to the end.
Yeah. I mean, they were actually losing going into the fourth quarter, I think. No, they were winning by 4 points.
Yeah. But who do you think had the bigger win for Georgia? The Braves or the Bulldogs? Because they kind of had this thing of choking, like both teams, both like this teams in that state. But I mean, both of them getting a championship this year. I think the Bulldogs probably edges out the Braves by a little bit. I mean, the Braves, they weren't expected to do much. But I mean, I had them in the CS, but shout out to the Braves and the Bulldogs. But I think the Bulldogs probably edge them out because they just played really good.
Washington, UW coming in at second to last in Pac-12 North. So not a great year for us.
Oh.
But maybe we can turn things around a little next year. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe. Let's
Probably not.
move over to the NFL because we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
The Bills, they bent the Patriots over and they just like gave them a whooping. First perfect offensive game ever in the NFL is what the Bills pulled off. 7 touchdowns, no interceptions, no fumbles, no punts, no turnovers whatsoever. The only drive they didn't score a touchdown on is when they were going to Neal's to shell their division rival that had tortured them for 20 years straight up until last year. I think they have a new division king in the East, and I think the Bills sent a message last night. They had 2 dragons going into this playoffs, and they already slayed one. They just got to take care of one in Kansas City next week, and I think they will. They beat the Patriots 47-17.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
In 6-degree weather, which was
Pretty crazy.
the Bengals win a thriller against the Raiders. 23-16. Controversial call with the whistle. I didn't think it really mattered. The refs kind of made a stupid thing, like why they did it, but like the dumb ref blew the whistle before he was out of bounds, and the whistle didn't, like, it was going to be a touchdown. So
Still, I think the Bengals kind of dominated that game, even if the score wasn't that far off. They just outplayed them.
yeah, for sure. I just think the Bengals, no offense to the Titans of the Bengals, but the Super Bowl of the AFC is next week and it's in Kansas City. And speaking of Super Bowls, the reigning Super Bowl champs take down the Eagles. They ground the Eagles, as some would say.
Pound them.
They grounded the Eagles.
Grounded them up and sprinkled them
clipped
with
their
some
wings.
nasty eggs.
So they couldn't fly. Eagles fly. In a 31-15 victory. Taking care of business. That's what the Bucs are doing. Their season just started this last weekend, in my opinion. Like, they were going to win the South without question. Now's the time when their season starts. So it's time to turn it up. If you're the Bucs, time to crank it on. And I think they will against the who are they playing? The Niners? Oh wait, no, they're not playing the Niners. They're playing the Rams. Yeah, they'll crank it on the Rams next week.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yep.
I mean, the Rams are looking pretty strong, but
The Bucks are my Super Bowl pick, so I have to stick with them. Bucks, Packers, and then Bills.
you don't think the 49ers have it in them to make that a game?
I have to say Bills Titans because I
They
feel like the
literally have
Titans are going to
Jimmy
get me. If
G
I hate to
as their
choose
quarterback.
against the Bengals, but I say Bills Titans AFC champion.
Derrick Henry's back.
I know he's back, and the Bengals are a bit banged up, and I love the Bengals, and I won't be surprised if they win, but like I think the Titans are going to take that one.
Mm-hmm.
And
They're not going to go down without a fight, though. It's good. I think it'll be close.
Let's talk about not going down without a fight. The Cowboys didn't fight much. Dak ran down the middle of the field when you can't go down the middle of the field. So much so the 49ers literally only played guys on the sidelines. So it's like, what are you doing, Dak? I mean, obviously it's controversial, but I think it's like, come on, like time management, like clock management. You just gotta.
And then didn't give the ball to the refs, so they could not.
Yeah, when has spotting your own ball been a thing?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, and they lose on a controversial call to the 49ers.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs ruined Big Ben's final game as a football player. I felt really bad. Like they were right on the goal line, and the Chiefs were like, "No, we're not going to let your last pass be a touchdown."
I think they should have let that guy walk in for the touchdown.
No.
Yeah, because it was in garbage time. It was like,
imagine if his last ever NFL throw was a touchdown against like considered one of the better teams of the year. That'd be so cool.
Yeah,
especially a playoff game too.
They didn't want that to happen, so they stopped him at like the 1. So his last pass was like a 6-yard check down. At like the 4.
That is good. That sums up the career of Ben.
That seems kind of rude, Finn.
Or the season.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer, in my opinion.
Yeah, probably. I could see that happening.
In my humble opinion, he's a Hall of Famer. And then the Rams kind of. This one irks me a little bit because I picked the Cardinals, and then Kyler Murray goes and like throws a pick 6 on his own 1.
Yeah.
In stupid fashion. I just think it's really freaking annoying.
That was a weird game.
It's just the Cardinals really irk me because like the Seahawks ruined them. I think if they don't lose to the Seahawks in that final week, like
they would have.
The Cardinals were already ruined when they went on that losing streak.
Well, yeah, they stole the Seahawks strategy. You play good, you like go undefeated for 5 or 7 weeks, and then you throw away your season in the final 5 weeks.
No, what we trademarked that? That's our thing.
Yeah, like I should have known that going in, and I still picked the Cardinals, which I'm a little bit upset about. But I like Kyler Murray. He's a short king. I hope Russell Wilson stays with the Seattle Seahawks. He's our short king. So
there's that scary Buda Baker hit. UW.
Oh yeah. UW guy. Go Dogs. UW guy.
He should be okay, I think.
He posted a video from the hospital. Yeah. No damage or anything, so he should be good.
Bad concussion. He got knocked out though.
Yeah. That was not good.
Got put to bed a little early.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
the favorites are Bucks, Titans, Packers, Bills.
Yeah. Bills are favorited.
I like all these games. I think they're all going to be kind of close, except for maybe the Bucks-Rams game.
Really?
I think the Bucks are just going to dial it in.
No way.
The Packers are going to obliterate the 49ers. What are you talking about?
I don't know what game you were watching yesterday, but the Rams literally...
Dude,
the Bucks-Rams will be close.
I guess the 49ers probably should have beat Dak and the Cowboys by a lot more than they did.
Yeah, they're going to get trounced in Green Bay next week, but it's not going to matter.
Green Bay's coming off like the bye week. I don't know. They haven't had any of that playoff.
Man, it's going to be like 10 degrees.
No momentum.
They played in a dome last week. They're going to be playing in Lambeau when it's like 10 degrees.
Yeah, that's true. They probably have no shot. But even if the Packers do win, they do have quite a struggle with NFC championships.
Yeah, and that's why I specifically didn't take them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think Bucks win this week. Bucks, Packers, Bills, Titans. That's who I'm picking.
I don't know. My Super Bowl favorites are Bucks, Bengals, with Bucks taking it all.
Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals.
Um,
I think they can pull it out. Honestly, I mean they beat the Chiefs. They
Yeah,
beat the Chiefs.
yeah.
It wasn't, Jamar Chase went crazy. I'm not sure that'll happen again, but they did beat the Chiefs. So
Yeah. Before we end it, we gotta say David Coley and Joe Judge fired unexpectedly. Neither of their teams were very good, but I expected Coley to get more than 1 year.
Did you say Joe Judge was fired unexpectedly?
Well, they said he was safe, and then they fired him.
Yeah, but they said that before what just happened for the last 4 weeks.
I just think Joe Judge deserved to be fired. I don't know about Coley. Like Coley was
Also,
kind of handed the dumpster.
I'm just saying this. It's supposed to snow Saturday, and it will stick because it's supposed to be 22 in Green Bay with a low of 0. 0. And then it's supposed to be sunny with a high of 13 and a low of 0. Them California boys will not be ready for the cold of Lambeau.
They're gonna lose by 30.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who do you think's gonna go crazy on the Cowboys? I mean the
Bro, Jimmy G.
Packers.
Did you see him? They tried to throw the game away to the Cowboys. Like I watched the end of that game. They tried to throw the game away.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. That's for sure.
Devontae Adams and Rodgers is the only connection they need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could see Devontae Adams scoring 3 touchdowns.
I think they got Bakhtiari back too. The Packers
They
did.
got Guntakus playing the field too.
But yeah, that's probably my surest bet of the week is Packers over Niners.
Yeah, I could see that.
The Rams are really good. I mean, when you have OBJ throwing better than the opposing quarterback, I mean,
OBJ with a passer rating of 118. Kyler Murray's was like 43.
Bad night for Kyler Murray last night. That was
a bad way to end the season.
Yeah. Finn, who's your pick? Who's your picks for the games before we get out of here?
Green Bay. For the NFC, it's Green Bay and the Rams. I'm calling it. The Rams are going to beat Brady. All right?
All right.
They're going to get revenge. And the AFC, I got Chiefs and Bengals.
Chiefs and Bengals.
Chiefs and Bengals.
All right.
That's interesting picks. You might go.
Wait, so me and Finn went 5. You went 5-1 too, right? True.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So we're all
So
5
all of us are 5-1, and we all chose differently.
Santi is 6-0, so we're just gonna count him out. He's probably gonna win the competition. But between the 3 of us, we're the 5-1 people. I think.
Oh wait, Eli's 5-1 too, isn't he?
No, he's 4-2.
No, he's 4-2.
Let's hope. Hey,
and Larry
luck,
coming into dead last with a 3-3 record.
Not ideal. Oh wait. So do we have the same picks, Bob?
No.
Because I'm going. Oh yeah, you're choosing Titans over Bengals, so we all have different picks.
Yeah. So somebody should win. Okay. Thank you all for watching. I don't know when the Zoom's gonna shut off, but it's gonna shut off soon. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a great week. And go Bills, go Bucks.